And with the new pieces that you brought in, and sure, everyone has to have that responsibility. Everyone can do whatever they want to do. That's all well and good. But if you don't have the structure to back it up, then that's where it gets a little bit worrying. CT side of of Ancient was really good against Dreamcatchers. The thing that wasn't good was the T side. That's where HSG start now against Imperial.
Okay, let's see what improvements HSG have brought to the table since their last outing, 11-13 on Ancient, just on the weekend against Imperial. Looking to get their revenge. Looking like B is the intent. Got the lurk and elbow, which gets success. GFI removes Anna early.
Yeah, Anna's just not paying attention to elbow whatsoever. That's a little bit of a blunder. This Molly forces Cat into cave, and Olga will try and get the best of these players, but swinging in tandem, never mind. Olga kills both, and Imperial, they just can't hit a shot.
That's crazy that Olga gets both kills there. The Molotov was perfect. This is actually, it almost feels like an exact counterplay to how the pistol was. I don't know. We didn't actually see that Ancient game on the weekend, so I don't know if Imperial have run the same pistol on the CT side, but HSG had the perfect read there. Everything just went exactly how they intended it.
Yeah, I think Olga getting 2 there is a bit criminal, that Imperial couldn't trade it. I also think Anna not looking at elbow is a bit problematic. So these little errors creeping in allow HSG to claim the pistol. That's important. I think HSG, if they want any sort of chance in this best of 3, they're going to have to start strong. Fortunately for them, by winning the pistol, they get the grace of the eco. It's only Cat with a Zeus, but she's in the perfect corner to get a kill.
Yes, this is my favorite little spot. Because people are always ready for the next 2 little crevices, but this one was only added in CS2, and I feel like people haven't adapted to this Zeus angle.
If you stand on the right-hand side of the wall, like as you're coming in from HSG, you can see Cat, she can't see you.
Yeah, it's just rare that people go that direction because they normally want to clear close right first and like jiggle it. But yeah, you can clear it, it's just you have to go all the way to the right. So we'll see if Xiaowu will enter Cat's domain. She probably will because Hazel has walked through and, okay, what? Cat got the kill with the USB.
Uh-oh.
Nice stuff. Olga overwhelmed. That's an AK. I wonder what the AK was hanging out in mid alone for.
It looks like Anna was trying to set up a flash potentially if she got contact, but now this is worrying. The Molly's brilliant. Okay, that's recovered. That's all okay. Because if Anna gets isolated there and you got everyone staring down from Imperial with the AK, that could have been a collected kill. They're still trying to look to do damage here, of course, because they've only got USPs. The more damage, the better. HSG needs to make sure they get out of this one alive.
They don't lose another one of these rifles. No, GFI is going to clean up. So they do lose the AK, which is a little painful. Or do they? Xiaowu? No, not going to go towards 20s. So she'll be fine. All in all, you're fairly happy with that if you're Imperial. You killed 2 players, you got an AK. It's not too bad.
I want to bring back a point that you've actually mentioned in the pistol where you said HSG, it looked like they countered Imperial perfectly. HSG have got resource, right? They've got their coach. They're in the boot camp facility all together. You imagine they would have anti-stratted heavily for Imperial. With Imperial not having a coach now, who does that responsibility lie onto for anti-stratting? Will that come from Tori? Will that be from other players just having that responsibility? That's an interesting thing to look at in this best of 3. In this round, Anna is isolated and she needs to get out of dodge. She will manage it and still scopes on the line, missed AWP shot, and HSG are in A.
Yeah, 23 spot down low too. Anna's still sticking around, knows that if she can find this kill, it'll give Imperial something to work off in this retake. But the bomb gets planted and you don't find a kill early. Oh, now you need to save, surely. Olga's on the lurk. Anna with that MAC-10. Oh, and Olga might just completely disrupt them. Can she get 2? Oh, dinked actually, so denied the kill. This has not gone the way Imperial would have hoped. Kind of relied on Anna getting a shot, but without armor, she couldn't aggressively peek back in.
Yeah, this was a nice round out of HSG as well, because it's just pacing towards middle, and as soon as you get that contact, the end call out spawn was always going to be the A site. Anna losing the AWP is huge. Why did she be fighting that? And 23 dies to the bomb there?
What? Look what she died. She died in the connector between Cave and Jaguar.
That's wild. Imperial come away with nothing. But going back to this, it's straightforward from HSG. And everyone is on the same page. And this is so important for T-sides, in particular for HSG. Making sure everyone is on the same page, knowing what the outcome of the round will be, what the next piece of contact will look like as the first piece comes in. So this is much better out of HSG. And Imperial, now with losing all of their weapons, you can buy in theory, but do you want to? Zaz is the only one with any real substance of money.
I am actually, just to go back to your conversation point while I've got this moment around kind of the anti-stratting, I think that's really interesting going into, the LAN finals. Not to make the assumption that Imperial make it, but I'm assuming they make it. It's Imperial. They're 2-0 up. They've already beaten Big, right? So it's should be fairly easy for them to get through. In fact, they've beaten Dreamcatchers and Bigger Keeper. So, even if they lose to HSG here, which is still getting ahead of myself, but say they did, it's not going to really probably affect them too much. But I think that's where they're going to really struggle against some of those teams that do have that resource, because Navi's not going to rest on their laurels after that online victory. Teams like NIP, they're going to be putting so much work into, the amount of resource they have behind them for the anti-stratting. So, I do hope that Imperial are able to find that coach or whoever that can take on that possibility. I mean, there might even be someone that, as part of that organization can assist them on that front, in the preparations for finals. You imagine if they don't get a coach full-time before then, that they will get that organizational support. But it's definitely something where I could see some teams having an edge and being able to exploit for sure.
Imperial have got a pull, right? Like, they're a really big organization. They should be able to help Imperial sort of get a coach. And I think also the fun thing for NIP as well is obviously NIP, Swedish organization, so they'll be putting in all the effort to make sure that they first make it to Stockholm and then put on a good showing. That'd be really special actually for NIP. If that's their first LAN, to have it in Stockholm would be brilliant for them. I think obviously Giuliano from Bigger Keeper would want to get to LAN, because obviously Giuliano's Swedish, same with Zaz. So there's a lot of pride, especially for the Imperial players. And this is 3-4 rounds into a best of 3 currently. But it's interesting to sort of have these conversations and just sort of paint an overall picture of what's going on, because what you see in the server, there's context for everything. And there's sort of these overlying things that are really interesting and can kind of give explanation as to why certain things are happening, for example. And for HSG, if they've got this assured game plan, the fact that the veto is the same as well from the weekend, and they did run it in close against Imperial, they got to be feeling pretty happy with how this is going so far. You just need to make sure you don't slip against these rounds. And I'm talking about one rifle invested pistols, because Imperial, they are the most prolific when they've got nothing.
That is true. We talk about Imperial rounds. Okay, so we've got the hero Zaz M4, which we know she's going to go hunting with. She's found nothing. This should allow the rest of the Imperial squad to try and get some of their players into active positions and try and slow them down. Smoke will actually not do so. HSG not going to be deterred by these 2 pieces of utility, and that's the right call. But can Imperial delay long enough for Zaz? Doesn't matter. GFI gets the kill. Anna spams out one through the smoke. They burst through. 20 might be sitting in that smoke and catch them by surprise. But with the 5-7, not anticipating a lot of value, and she can't get the kill. So against that Imperial buy, HSG don't break a sweat.
This is really game planned. This is incredibly down to the positions of the players at the right moments for HSG. because there's an activation point for them to get in towards Donut. And the reason being is because it gets GFI on towards the elbow angle, and she's jiggling it perfectly to allow Zaz to come through. And now they take 30 seconds here because they know it's an important round because Imperial are about to reinvest. If they have got all these protocols and all these reactions for Ancient, Inferno is going to be an interesting one. And it's good to see that, again, and this is the point that you were saying as well, people believing in the process, because this is a pure showcase of it. When you've got a game plan, when you are heavily prepared for your opponent, and especially when you've got recent track record of them, which means that you've got access to the demo and the tape immediately and how it felt in the server, knowing that you were just that little, like, couple of percentage points away from taking the map and then potentially the series against Imperial. Yeah, this is interesting. This has really caught my attention.
Imperial get all the guns back out. Zaz does get downgraded to the SMG because she went hero in the round previous, but we do have the AWP back. Anna starts Donut with it. 3 players present. Fairly meta these days. Olga, the only one on the T side there. She gets the first kill. She gets the second kill. And you might not need 3 players when you've got Olga. Sometimes she's worth 3. Down after 2. Anna's AWP now known. But HSG have the player advantage.
And that was Anna setting up Olga. This is what we were talking about pre-game with that graphic. The thing is, Imperial now need to make a move. They need to get info. Anna's only seen one player out mid. Cat starts going investigating, but that was being held for. Zaz, player here as well, but traded out. That's the most important thing for HSG. They are getting the trades. They are still in a favorable position, and they last knew that Anna was in mid. It's an incredibly quick flank, which might catch them off.
Yeah, Anna has a brilliant timing here. She swaps the M4 in middle so as not to make a noise. She's going to catch TF5 for free, and it falls now into the Anna versus Anna duel. Anna with the 2 ends on default. Flash forward, and Anna of Imperial will win that out. That fast flank timing catches HSG off. Despite how it started, it's, of course, Anna to close.
Yeah, that's really clever from Anna, because it's the reaction being immediate. As soon as the contact is taken from B ramp, and Anna holding with the AWP in mid doesn't see anything outside of this initial contact from Olga, you then know that they're probably both going to be over there. So you hit this timing. You see the trades coming in on the ramp. You know you've got that opportunity. She instantly swaps to the rifle as well, so she's got that head start.
Didn't have time to go grab the AWP, though. That's a little painful. Loses that, and HSG, they can win this one out. Oh, they can't win the first 2 duels. This time they try and take the fight to Olga, double swinging her and overwhelming through that smoke. Hazel will get 1 back off Tori. He sticks around top ledge. GF5, she kept going around this corner. Maybe had a good timing. 23. Swaps to the AK, and that's been heard. She does get back into Donut. Now HSG played this one out.
You just got to execute. You've got all the utility. You've now got space into the first portion of cave. You drop your smokes, you drop your mollies in towards the cubby, in towards back default, which then allows GFI to scale. That's how it should play out.
I think it might just be the contact play. That's worked for the first kill. Anna also should be known and barely gets around the corner. Now the utility comes out, locking her out. She is surrounded by flames, can't peek behind them. Smoke deployed as well, making it difficult to find these fights. Long and cave smoked off, so the rotation has to come down through ramp where they do catch out Anna. Hazel and GFI need to play this post plant well. GFI's in the cave. Hazel looking to double up with her, but Anna gets the kill. GFI needs to get all 3, can't get past the second. So another successful retake comes through for Imperial.
And look, the contact play, whilst it does work initially, this is why I think an execute would have been better, because you would have been able to set up in these after plant crossfires without having to worry about what was going on at long, what was going on at short. And you could maybe put 2 players in towards cave. You could already be holding for the flank. But these after plants are a really big struggle, because HSG do so well in the mid round to recover this into what it was. But it's the Anna overextension down B ramp. And it's then these players getting stuck on each other in towards cave. Feels like a breakdown in communication there for HSG.
Hazel, you need to go back. You didn't buy your AK. Well, hopefully she can pick one up off a teammate. Oh, she can just win one with the clock. All right, well, that's one way to solve that problem. Might only be a temporary measure, though. This is a very action-packed start to this round. And Hazel's killed everybody. She started with the clock, and she gets 2 more kills. However, it's not out of the woods yet. Very fast through lane. Anna's already at the boxes. She's pushing through. Caught out, though, by Hazel. This round now falls to 23, who has a perfect timing on ramp, but Anna gets past her. But again, it's this fast flank. Never going to be anticipated for the pace that she's bringing it up. Yeah, bomb doesn't even go down. Hazel needs the full house. When he's played this well. Gonna reroute to cave. Hazel will get the bomb down. Anticipating this move, but not anticipating how close she got to. HSG getting the bomb down time and time again, but it's always Imperial defusing.
I can't believe it. Hazel does everything, absolutely everything. Takes the space on the site. Anna blindsided yet again in this first map. And yet the plant, whilst it was open, again, it is for ramp. They're just not ready. They're just not prepared for 23. And it's these mistakes that are going to come back to haunt you against Imperial, because these are the rounds that you should be putting away, especially when Hazel does such a good job at creating that opportunity in the first place. Because look at how this started. It was 4-0, and now there's 1 round in it.
Do they want to keep sending Olga in? She had that great round when she got the double kill, but it feels like since then, it's been really struggling. Okay, the change-up is to have Zhao Wu come over ledge, go for this split onto middle, but Imperial aren't fighting as actively this round. Smoke on red room, but Anna lies in wait. 23's just pushed. Timing. Oh, Anna spotted her. Absolutely. Now 23's just running, trying to catch her off with the swing, and it's well played. Olga will get the trade back, but it comes at a cost. However, this is going to mean the Imperial do need more bodies towards A.
And this also means I got no info in middle, where Olga's just got the kill towards elbow, and that donut smoke is still there. Imperial need to rotate. Imperial need to help out Cat. She's got no utility on B right now. And with Tori coming over, sure, but it's 1 incendiary. There's no smokes. There's no flashes to stop HSG getting on B.
HSG have... Okay, well, no. What just happened? Oh, well, either way, whatever happened, happened. I think maybe it was a leg shot and then finished off by a teammate, unfortunately.
You've got to get the bomb here.
Zhao Wu, that's on you.
Oh, the time is going to be missed. The Saz should get the kill from red room. No. Goes in towards CT. There's still a world where this can happen because Olga's found the kill.
Saz just wide swings around that corner and Olga's holding for it. Bomb needs to be planted. In the smoke, Tori hits the headshot. That's so unlucky for Zhao Wu. Olga's going to pick it back up, go for this plant, but good luck even getting it down. She does, somehow. But it's only for a moment. Tori with 2 headshots through the smoke.
This is again, it's just comms out of HSG, because the bomb's dropped in elbow. You're taking space up towards B, and it looks like you want to throw it into a mid to A after faking out and drawing the rotations over, which they do effectively. But if Olga, after getting the kill on 23, just picks up the C4, then you don't have this massive time lapse where Zhao Wu's got to go back and then go forward again. The fact that Olga catches off the kill here is brilliant, but again, the rotations are in such close pursuit. And you're planting in the smoke, which effectively is still open to Donut. They're nearly there. But nearly isn't going to cut it against the best team in the world.
Keeping them honest, at least.
I suppose, but in theory, this should be 6-2.
So it always goes against Imperial. HSG only need to win 1 round to really send shockwaves through Imperial's economy. going to try out B. 3 players present here. Zaz on the jiggle. Xiaoru crouches onto the angle. His timing on this is going to be interesting. Zaz is jiggling it every now and then. The Molly is going to force her off the line so they can get that control. She moves towards Cubby, and Anna gets her kill. She's not done either. She wants to push into Cave, and she's going to be punished for it just about. Zaz able to at least get a trade, but only for a moment. 3-on-3 established. Cat can't deny this bomb.
Not convinced till I see the round go for HSG. These off plants have been very tricky, and GFI has got to be so careful because yet again, there's another flank. Olga holding for Cave. GFI jiggling ramp every now and then. Flash forwards to get onto the site. There goes 23, and that means that GFI can remain at ramp. Much better for HSG because you've got all these crossfires and because you've got players that are taking deliberate responsibilities.
Yeah, finally we get to see a post-plant played out how HSG have wanted. And I think part of it comes with the way they entered into the site too. They retained all their control of Cave, which I feel like they've been lacking a little bit. And yet they don't have long, they don't have short, but they keep the ramp control. GFI gets her kills there, doesn't get taken down, and that's much better. Or recovered. Olga's holding it.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Cool. Did you get the force fight from Imperial?
She's only been hitting all the entries with the AK.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
I'm not worried. I'm trusting.
Good. Okay.
I'm scared.
Okay, we're cool. Nice angle from Anna. All right. If you get past 23 without losing your life, which you do, you got something to say. But Anna's
This bomb. Okay. I'm still a little bit concerned because now Anna's walked through this smoke. Okay, she backs out of it. Olga is pushing into Temple with the AWP. Now, I don't think Anna will expect this, but at the same time, do you expect Anna pushing through CT? You've got the contact here in Donut, and now she gets away. The Donut push can come through. Hazel needs to find this frag, and she can't manage it. And Olga, now on the AWP, still keeps the AWP. Will recover the bomb. And now heads to B. This was a force buy out of Imperial. And it feels like they've done enough.
Yeah, I thought that Hazel probably didn't need a swing there. Olga was pushing around from Temple. Open plat, she can go anywhere. Going down ramp would actually be a pretty decent call if they come this way. Will she catch this timing onto Cat?
Sure.
Oh. Okay. This is
It's
tricky.
party for her.
There's no kit.
There is a smoke.
But if Olga can get ahead of their exit out Cave, problem is she doesn't have the info. But it's not necessarily planted for ramp. Oh, missed shot. Missed shot, and that should be that. Counted by a single smoke. Olga holds onto the AWP, and, well, it doesn't work out in the end. It did get her 2 kills, though. So, you know, it's not like the AWP was the problem. It's just, she would have loved a rifle in that moment.
I don't know. I think it is the problem because the move she makes, she makes it as if she's playing with a rifle and she's not. If she has a rifle, she goes around that corner and probably catches Anna. If Hazel's on the AWP, for example, I imagine she's playing a lot more passive and then she never swings the corner in CT, right? This is all speculation, but it's one of those, again, where HSG are dropping the ball and they don't need to. And genuinely, this could have been a very solid first half. It could have been a lot better out of HSG. But instead, they've given Imperial even footing now. Because if they won that round, that's the money gone. That was on pistols. And then Imperial will be on 4 rounds. HSG can go up to 7. Instead, you're in this position where, unfortunately, you've allowed them back in with these half buys. You've allowed them back in with these after plants. And I don't want to be critical to HSG because I like them. But at the same time, I feel like I need to hold them to this higher standard because we know what they are capable of. You have some of the best riflers when it comes to entries. And they should be doing more. You should be setting them up to do more.
Yeah, I think Xiaoru are now looking at to kind of be stuck because Olga is having her impact this map, it feels. She's gotten some really good entries. Zhao Wu is quietly chugging along, and we did highlight her as our player to watch. Yeah, HSG would love to get at least 6 here, considering they could have been sitting on 8, 9 even.
Oh, 23 got knifed.
Their job gets a little easier. Fighting middle with an MP9 and 40 HP never feels like a good position, but HSG is going B. They're going straight into B. Cats are long, tucked in, and she gets put down. Zaz able to get 2. A lot of damage done onto Zhao Wu. They get control of the bomb site and they need to take position towards long. They need this scaling and they've managed to secure it for the moment. Flashbang, it's a mess in ramp. Everyone's blind. Zaz swings into 2. And then Anna swings for a second. This will be that 6 that HSG have been looking for.
Much better, because you know these players are out in towards shelf, and you've got 2 options if you're HSG. You can take the space out in towards CT, you can let them come to you, or with this space you've already achieved towards the front end of ramp, you can go and fight them. But the key distinction is not only were they set up with a flash HSG, they went together. There was such good trading space. Look at how that rifler came around the corner for Imperial. Couldn't see a thing. Didn't know who to aim at. There's too many targets. Much better out of HSG.
Okay, still in a position to get 7 for the half, which would feel great on the T side. As again, Imperial's economy won't be in the best way. Great kill from Anna here. Zaz was not anticipating 2 players close.
No, exactly. And that's the point, HSG. It's these decisions you make where you're doing things together. That's what's going to get you over the line. Because there's been a lot in the mid-round especially of these 1v1s. And Imperial as a collective are better individually than the whole team for HSG. So by having a 2v1, by having these unfair fights, you're always going to prioritize them. Olga's just straight up B.
Straight up. I like it. Again, it's utilizing these aggressive players. 257's Anna with the orb and the kit. Bombs planted, post plant's good, a re-smoke lands. Everything's covered. And the majority of Imperial come through long. In fact, 3 players group long. Looking to just try and overwhelm. Smoke forward towards the bomb. Tori gets the kill, but Olga back with another. Kat swings out. She's flashed. Anna falls. And with her, surely goes the hopes of Imperial getting this round. It will be HSG finding 7.
7-5 half for HSG. And hey, guess what? It could have been even more, which is really impressive when you're going up against Imperial. They start now the second half immediately looking to explode on A. And it's the right call because Hazel's the only player here.
HSG have got the info. They've got all the info. So they can start running. Hazel's going to call it over. They've got the kit. They've got the smoke. And they've got a whole lot of dual Berettas. So let's see how HSG are at their own retakes while Hazel gets deleted. Doesn't even get a chance to play the round. Smoke on Donut will have to be respected. Time ticks. And are getting ready to throw the smoke down. But post-plant positions from Imperial look good. Double up in Temple. One big box, one main, a late flank available. All looks pretty good. Gonna have to try and get onto this bomb ASAP. And with a couple of kills, it'll make it easier. Xiao Wu doubles up. Olga gets one of her own, but run down. Oh, my lord. She got it off. She actually got it off. 23 knifes her, but it doesn't matter. Through all the chaos, all the dual Berettas, the defuse comes through.
Yeah, well done. That's a round stolen away. That's very Nine Pandas-esque, if you will. And HSG, what's great about this is that they don't immediately get on the bomb as the smoke blooms. Look at them all funnel round into Imperial. Try and take these fights, make it really disorientating. And whilst the gunfire's all going off, you're trying to mask that defuse noise. Anna gets it just about. You know the force is coming through from Imperial. And it's Zaz having the shadow advantage, claiming the kill and claiming the bomb site.
Yeah, AK straight up with no head armor either. That was kind of bold of her. But now they're just going to stream in, overwhelming the MP9s and devastating them. This is always the risk, right? When you lose everybody in that round and you know that Imperial not only kept, 3 players alive, but they also got a knife kill. This could end up being much worse for them than if they just straight up lost that round.
I think as soon as you lose the bomb site, genuinely, even with Anna falling, you get out. And it's because of what you're saying with the money. But did GFI need to swing wide as that third player in short? No. Did the second player need to stay around? So I think you can argue that one a little bit more. But in a 3v4, if you save, you bring the MP9, you bring the FAMAS. I think that's a pretty decent save because you would have had another FAMAS. And this means that this round would have been a little bit more of a punch.
Oh.
And that's
Nice and direct.
That's the safe man in me, right? I'm always like, look, we should play a little bit more passive. We should play a little bit more pessimistic rather than optimistic. And sure, optimism helps. So I think in that situation, especially, you're going to want to save. They forced back.
Well, their money is not there because they won the first round. They have to force it. And yeah, you need to do something special in this round. And they just sent Anna in mid with that recovered MP9. Jiawu has been spotted, gets the kill though. Can't get any more. Both players pushing fall. And off the back of this round, you can just call it 8-8. We can just time skip 5 minutes.
We can.
Unless.
There's no unless.
Oh, no. Unless. Hold on, there's a second unless. Unless.
No.
Unless.
That was brilliant play-by-play from you.
Yep. If anyone wants any lessons, look elsewhere. While we've got the eco, Brandon, little uppy datery from our community stream. Astralis have taken down Let Her Cook on map 1, 13-2 on Vertigo.
Yeah, that's kind of insane, isn't it?
That's wild. That's wild. I knew it had to be Vertigo when I saw the scoreline because Astralis are pretty cooked. They're cooking on that map, and they cooked. Let Her Cook.
Yeah, Let Her Cooked.
He's holding the spatula now, baby.
Nia went 18-8.
Dude, Let Her Cook didn't pick Ancient in that series. They removed it second phase.
They picked Mirage? Okay. Interesting. We'll see. I think Anubis is a very nice decider for that if it gets there. Here's your eco. Here's the time skip. If you fast forward on the Twitch or the YouTube VOD, you're watching this back.
Yeah, you want to look for where it says 8-8. Running through. Anything fun? No. One USP kill. And it's got 11k.
Yeah, that's AWP money. For HSG, this is all about the default. What have you been practicing? What's changed since last weekend? How are you going to best Imperial? We've got a pretty decent amount of utility. I think Ana and GFI are lacking a little bit. Obviously, instant smokes have just been thrown, which is why nades are sort of depleted. Nades felt like it would do more on Zaz, but the spam is good from Olga.
Careful there, Zaz. Crossing over that spam. She does successfully. Olga gets the info. A lot of bullets being shot all over the place. GFI gets spam very low off that jiggle. A lot of utility dispense for HSG as well. So, set up with a flash? No, just a little jiggle peek. Information on Ana's position now. No, now comes the flash. Oh, it didn't make it around the corner. Oh, you can see it hit the edge. Guys, we hyped you up in the graphic. You're meant to be good for those.
Good mid-round out of Imperial as well, because you've seen the flash. You know a player's in cave. You assume there's 3 players B, so you take space. Look at 23. She's got all of Donut. And now Imperial, they're just waiting for a reaction. Or Ana can just hit a wall bang on Zhao Wu.
Okay, I think that was just on the jiggle long. Yeah, these sort of rounds of hero just make so painful for the CT side, where they'll just slowly get out into positions where they can just win the round and yeah, they just kill you. They go A. Can Hazel do something here? What do you reckon? She's boosted up. The only player remaining. 10 seconds left. Goodness. Could she deny the bomb? Not enough time to win the round. Even if she got away, it wouldn't have mattered. But you don't get away from Ana.
Of course you don't. Right idea. Yeah, this is that one. This does call for a pause. This is a good time to take it if you're HSG, because it felt like they got really tunnel visioned in. Nice shot. Really tunnel visioned in on B, and then as a result, they just didn't employ map control anywhere else. There was no one in towards middle, so 23's got free reign. The only player you've got is Hazel that's boosted, and whilst a boosted player can be a good asset to your team, in that moment where you've got everyone on B, that means you can't push into A main, you've got no info. That means you can't go in towards Donut, you've got no info. And the list goes on. There's so many holes in the defense that Imperial could have just picked apart. And they even went for the half measure of waiting for HSG to get aggressive and get proactive. And they respond accordingly. No money. This was HSG winning the pistol as well. In an unorthodox manner, but it still is a round on the board. But that's been it. And to be honest, with the way this is going, that might only be it.
That does get removed. So Olga gets an AK, which she'll be happy to have into the next round. No, she won't be having it into the next round. Because there are 3 players looking to push into her. She's killed one of them. But Imperial know that that's going to mean Ana, who is also around, is now going to try and take her space. And so they've played it well. They didn't let themselves get caught off.
This is just good. Heads up play. It's just the experience of Imperial. They know exactly what to do, sort of where the potential threats could be, and therefore what's your escape avenue? What's the way to guarantee a round win? And for Olga, this is just a save, but this should also be HSG talking whilst this save is going on? How do we adjust? Because what was working well for them on that T side was getting aggressive. And Anna has been doing a really good job, especially in towards middle, preventing HSG from scaling there. So that means you rely a lot on extremities. We've seen A main pushes shut down, but you've only had Famaces. We've seen the B ramp split come through from HSG, held by Imperial. Imperial expect you to play a certain way. What's your one adjustment to counter that? And I think it is what well against Dreamcatchers with the normal split in towards shelf and from middle, but you've got flashbangs that are supporting from your second mid player to help everyone fight, everyone have their gun out, because you need the whole arsenal against Imperial to lock them out.
I've had a lot of time to think about how they want to approach this. There's that AWP on Hazel. Olga retains the AK. And yeah, no surprise to see Hazel just post up on A with it. Not uncommon to see AWPers do that anyway, and suits her position. We do have that push up on ledge. They do really want to contest this. Zhao Wu gets caught, spammed through by 23. Anna, forced off. Tori just barrels up. And now Olga in the cave. They know that she's isolated. Hazel, careful. Cat spotted you. You got to call this round off.
Excellent reaction. HSG called for what I was asking for, an Imperial. They gave us a cave smoke that dribbled a little bit further forward than normal, which gave them the space to work. Then you've got the contact being taken from the shelf players, and that activates the B ramp, and they isolate every single one of these fights because they know HSG are pretty far forward. And now they're locked out, and they're probably going to lose all their weapons. This is going to be 11-8. It's going to get even more painful here for HSG. The only round they've won has been the pistol, and that was through a ninja.
Yeah, and now, you know, you can talk up all you like how that first half could have been for HSG. You know, they could have had another 2 rounds on top of what they came away with, but would that have made even a difference in the grand scheme of things with how comprehensive this T side looks from Imperial?
Would have given them another buy round, I guess.
That's true.
Now Olga's all pin. Glass cannon.
Okay. Yeah, because she had all that extra money. Surprised she doesn't buy body armor here. Loss bonus surely is pretty high, but Olga does find that opening kill.
That's the last thing you expect. Firstly, Olga on the AWP. Secondly, an AWP in the first place.
Surprise, Tori.
The thing is, if you're Imperial, you now know, okay, well, that's where the AWP is. Let's just go B. Because there's not going to be too much really supporting it when it comes to weapons. This flashback could be good from Anna. Timing is brilliant. Zaz, how is she not dealt with? Finally, GFI puts her out of misery, but Anna gets out alive, and that's the most important thing.
Another flash, but 23's ahead of it. Hazel having an awkward engagement versus Cat. And Cat should get the better. What? That's a PT-50, no armor. She just hits the running headshot, so it has to be up B. 23 spots a leg, takes a life. Reinforcements need to arrive. Anna needs this support. Flashbang, so good. She's spotted, but able to fall off the line. They need the space. Another drive-by shot with a pistol. Looking for more. It's down to Anna, and she cannot get it done. HSG, in the most unlikely of fashions, they pull an Imperial on Imperial.
I was going to say, literally, that was an Imperial. I can't believe that. Hazel gets away with murder. Anna with the drive-by P250. No, not Imperial Anna. Anna v Anna. 2 rounds in it. The issue you've got is that HSG, they've kind of activated this trump card of a round out of nowhere too late. And obviously you can't predict when you're going to get these rounds, but Imperial have got so much money. But GFI, this time wielding the AWP, hits the shot on Tori. This is like, come on. What are we doing here?
It's the third player this half that's used the AWP. It's so silly. Please, so unserious. Zaz walked in cave, guys. Ooh. Now you know.
Oh.
Zaz, careful. Pulling pins.
They
They're just
committed on
gonna go.
this. Yeah, fair.
Got
Why not?
space. HSG fall all the way back, so they are conceding all of this. A boost up. This could be powerful. No, force off the line. Olga can't get done. HE over the top. Doesn't hit any of those low HP players. The critical thing is Imperial have got the bomb site.
There's still 2 players on A. This rotate is going to be one-dimensional and it's going to be late. Anna hits the shot. That's crucial. 5v3. Anna tries to go forward, but it's Cat that gets the necessary trade. 23 smoked out a cave, but it's Cat finding even more damage. And what a recovery this has been for Cat. Hoping for even more, and we'll get it. Olga finds one more. 1v1, but time is low, so is HP, and Anna is in the back of the site with the Tech 9. Cat started this half 2 and 10. And is currently 14 and 15.
What a resurgence from Kat, and what a round. A 4K in it. Does everything she needs to do. You can see the ace formulating there. That last kill, just a little out of reach, but it's all good because Anna just walks through that smoke, completely unknown. Olga expects it to be ramped. HSG, yeah, they really conceded a lot of control there and allowed Imperial to get in. The rotations were so late too.
Right. Every time you think a gunfight's going to go one way, it just goes the other. But here's that activation point again. Anna overwhelmed. The bomb site yet again belongs to Imperial. And while rotations are on the way, Olga, oh, not affected by that molly. Maybe she could swing behind it. The bomb's only just going down now.
They know she's here though. Yeah, bomb's actually not committed. Zhao Wu will spam it out. That should be information that 2 players lie in wait here. Hazel has an important fight on 23. He's trying to flank through. Anna's out long. So now it's a role reversal. Smoke on long is painful. In fact, the smoke short also making things difficult. Low on that one. Anna doesn't see anything behind it. 3. Such low HP. Yeah, they're going to swap guns. Anna onto the AK. Certainly proficient with it. This setup should be strong from HSG. Bit of spam through. Zhao Wu just teasing them. But Anna hits the headshot. Brought down low, and Zhao Wu will finish that job. 23 with that AWP that was juggled over to her. Needs to find 2. Olga's yet to reveal herself, waiting for that time, and she strikes at the perfect moment.
Another one of these rounds where chaos gets thrown in and it's HSG that come out on top. And Imperial, they keep going for the same play that has been working, which is as soon as cave contact is being taken, you burst up ramp. And you separate and splice the bomb site. So you've got Olga that's sort of limited here, and then Anna that has to go close to the smoke to try and do any sort of damage. Can't manage it. But that's another one back for HSG. If they did put away some of those rounds in the first half, that would be OT.
Yeah.
Well, that would be them 12-10 in theory.
Absolutely. Still get it done, but they've lost a player already. That's a pick out long for Anna. Anna violence continues. Imperial just enjoyed going up B. So I wouldn't be surprised if they take a moment and then just do that again.
They just had the flash as well, the clearing flash. You see no one. All you do here if you're Imperial is you just drop your smokes as Tori's lining up. You send 23 in. That will get all the rotations, and then B's free.
Yeah. They're going to bite on this. With the player down, they're absolutely committing. And now they've lost one player. Got to call this clear. Olga's still present. GFI starts to move. Olga has to play retake. Now, she will be unknown in this position, so yeah, she can activate for a kill. Bomb to be planted. Olga removes Anna. Olga is doing everything right now for HSG. Bomb planted. Tori's gonna make her home on the ramp. Cat in the cave. The smoke blocks her off. She can't see a thing, and now she's known. They want it just to try and get something back. She removes Olga. Tori's just sitting up the post-plant molly, which goes over the top. Flustering HSG, and they're losing all the fight. Zhao Wu, one more. All she needs. Cat walks out. Cat walks out, but Xiaowu doesn't see her, and Cat closes it. A phenomenal performance from Cat, and Imperial take Ancient.
Yeah, that was Olga trying her best to do everything, but it's the call out of Tori that makes that one achievable. And then it's her who throws the utility on A for that fake that then goes round in towards B and lines up that post-plant molly. If that hadn't have been...
Shame they couldn't close out some of those rounds to make it even more convincing, but they did win out the T-half on Ancient, which I think is a real strong statement. So if they bring that same sort of game plan and methodical approach to Inferno, I do still rate them in this series. I think they can push it to a third because I know what HSG can do on Inferno. I've seen them do it on LAN. I've seen them do it before. It's just doing it against Imperial. That's the question.
Here's my issue, and it's... and do you know what? It's actually a conversation that we probably might have to save for an eco because I don't think I can summarize it all in 30 seconds. So I'll hold my breath. Too many. Flashbang, brilliant. GFI knocked off, and this is just direct. Olga needs to drop the smoke. Crosses back in towards CT. Needs help, and help's on the way. Look at middle. Zhao Wu's already pushing.
Yeah, so now Anna should be rotating CT. She should never have stopped. I don't know what she paused for. Because they had the position down banana, and Anna is peeling them away. Oh, you're done for, second Anna. See you later. Goodbye, Cat says. Very convincing pistol.
And I think this is what Imperial are going to do, by the way. I think it's going to be very direct out of Imperial. I think they're going to put pressure on HSG. And this is exactly what the Ancient game plan was. It was very simple. It was one contact piece being taken on the map. And here, where you get the opening kill with all the scaling from Zaz, you just rush forward. Good flashbangs to set her up. Then Anna can just turn around and deal with the mid push. Very simple, very direct. Olga on a scout. It's actually getting frustrating at this point.
I couldn't tell that you were frustrated.
It just doesn't make sense.
I mean, this is just a scout, like, just to try and do damage to maybe make...
Yeah, but everyone else is saving. Like, what's Olga going to be on in the next round? MP9? Like...
Yeah, I mean...
You want her on the M4. It's not, but I'd rather Olga on an M4, and I know you would as well. Yeah.
I prefer GFI making this move. I'm buying a scout and doing silly stuff, because she's a silly stuff kind of person, you know. When I think silly stuff, I think GFI. All right. The Gov player... Very cool. See, who needs a scout? Get USPs. Zhao Wu baited a little. She waited a little too long, but they're the tags. They stuck the wrong bomb site though. Oh, if they had everyone here, imagine the fun and carnage we could have. There will be no fun in this round, says Imperial. No fun at all. Say the fun, please. But Hazel, she's partying in the corner. She's got a party hat on. Confetti in hand. She wants to have fun. She's begging for it. Guys, it's party time. Come, let's celebrate. Oh, let's celebrate. Let's dance. And it's a dance of bullets, dance of death, and Cat somehow lives with 4 HP, bomb recovered. And now the fun might just be over.
I like this from Imperial as well, because even though you put down the smoke at long, you're still being really passive. You're walking. You're not giving them over any audio whatsoever. And as a result, HSG never rotate. And by the point of Hazel taking the first contact, it's too late. They're already swarming the site. They can guarantee the trade. Cat is low. It is a 3-on-3, but with no utility, no defuse kits, and GFI recovering a Galil and running away, this round's just about damage.
Already done a lot, and... Oh, Olga, get a tag. That's another tag. And that's going to be a kill. So, 2 kills? That's beautiful. You killed everyone except Zaz. And GFI gets the Galil, which can be thrown over to Olga. That's perfect for HSG.
It's making the best out of that situation. It's well done from Imperial. Just this move with the timing of it, with the decision to go quiet. That's the round winning play. Hazel drops down to an MP9 to accommodate for utility. Same with Anna on the FAMAS. It still isn't everything you would want and desire in the gun round for HSG. But for them, it will do. And for Tori, it's a lot of damage, but she has got the space and forced a flash and a smoke. Counter, but Olga steps in.
Is that Galil? Basically an M4. Anna living barely. Lucky for her, there's no utility coming her way. They changed up poses or just because someone's dead? Because Cat is not in banana right now. Could just be the timing. Hazel catches 23 on one. Cat. See if I heard that. So Cat realizes she cannot commit.
That's nice as well. Just a flash forward in towards long. The nade follows up onto short. 45 seconds. HSG should have this round. Also Imperial. The bomb's at T ramp. So you're making noise here. I think they're going to MB off the back of this. There are smokes. There's a molly that Cat can throw down on towards quad. And HSG have read into it. Zaz finds Anna. No one home currently on the site. Oh, they're going back to A. This is confusing. No one knows what's going on.
Yeah, and Cat's going long, so... Oh, this is really weird. Anna's not going to win this round. I think they... Oh, there we go. That's the shell we wanted to see. Little 180-second kill. Yeah, Imperial, a little bit too much going on there in the end of the round. 3 different players doing 3 different things. I wouldn't have minded it maybe if Kat had been able to go back with Anna, but it all felt very disjointed.
It was incredibly disjointed. Even when this kill gets locked in, I like the decision for Imperial to take back this banana control. Zaz finds this kill. And you've got 2 decisions to make if you're Zaz in that moment. You get the whole team over and you go B, or you smoke CT and you run away. In fact, she stays rooted. That could have been an Imperial indecision and comms breakdown there in that round. GFI on the AWP. Holding down long. Anna's only on a P250. It's the AK that we're staring at for Zaz. And it puts GFI off the angle. They're swarming Imperial.
Good HE brings Zaz down half. They force the reposition from GFI, but that's fine. Molly allows her to do so comfortably. But 2 smokes. So you've got an option to go either direction. Well timed on the retake util. Yeah, Olga gets a freebie on Zaz. That's that AK removed and gifted to Olga. Anna's still got a smoke as well. So as soon as you see these ones fly over, she can drop that. This feels very difficult for Imperial.
This time you have got 23 making the move in CT, but it looks like GFI has read into it.
Smoke for 30 seconds. Perfectly played. Olga spots the head. 23 does get that kill. Flash through. That's bold, but it is going to maybe work. Maybe. Anna gets a kill. We can still recover this. Oh, Olga. Need to stand tall there. You've left Anna in the 1v3. Bomb to be planted. Not in a default position, so she gets away with it and has room to play around this smoke. And of course, it's Anna. You can never count Anna out. She gets the first and she saw the body. Saw Hazel in CT. So nice little reposition, taking advantage of this smoke while she still has it.
What?
Oh, no. That's not the way we want to see that clutch one. A DC on the side of HSG hits them all on boot camp, and it's a sinking feeling in a round that you feel should have been theirs. Everything was set up for it, but fate takes it from them.
Oh, that's such a shame. That's such a shame in the 2v1. Even if Anna had the info, it's still difficult to to win that.
I mean, I kind of favor Anna there, but like, we get denied watching an amazing Anna clutch, which is a little sad because we love an Anna 1vx on the B side of Inferno. It feels like a classic tale. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Sounds like all of HSG have disconnected, so... Oh no, it's just like what happened to Navi the other week.
No.
Where are you guys boot camping at? Get better
Madrid.
internet. Good lord.
The thing is, that was so instant. I don't know if that was instant or maybe just electricity.
Oh, could be anything, yeah.
The unfortunate thing about that is that's another Imperial round where it's one weapon and everyone else is on like Tech 9s. It just works. That is the worst way to win that, though.
I can't believe Olga, just to break down how that was playing out before the round ended, but the flash through onto Anna into the smoke was kind of crazy when there's
I don't know why they did
25
that.
seconds left. You've just dropped the smoke. Like, you can just hold the smoke.
There's no need. It's really unnecessary.
Anna can just sit in pit. Olga can hold towards CT. You've got everything covered. It's a curious decision.
This does give me time to talk about what I was going to bring up in one of these ecos. But I guess in games like this, you can never actually speak over the ecos. But for HSG, I think it's very clear that T side was a lot of game plan. And you can see how it panned out on the defense where it didn't really go to plan because they weren't really prepared ultimately for what Imperial wanted to do. And Imperial made a lot of variations just sort of in that mid round to get them over the line. And this is where players, you know, when they have these interviews and they say, oh, we got to play our own game. In essence, HSG should have, at least on the CT side, I feel like they got quite wrapped up into what Imperial were doing rather than trying to set themselves up in default, and it just didn't work. And the rounds that they did finally, when they were playing a little bit more default, when they were playing like the HSG we're used to, were the rounds that they won.
Olga wins out the fight in Banana. It's costly. Anna also brought down incredibly low off the util, but the key thing is they stay alive. And Olga even dodging that second HE that's barreled over. At least we're back in quickly. And at least HSG's money wasn't completely demolished off the back of it. I think they might want to run just a third player over on B for a minute. I guess depending, yeah, you can see GFI is playing long where she can rotate quick. Oh, goodness. Why is she just jumping around corners like this? What purpose? Oh, my goodness. 20 taken 3. Leave B. You've already won the round on A.
I think Imperial have worked out quite quickly how HSG plays CT side. And it is not a lot of delegation towards long. 23, this is now the third or fourth round she's just walked there. Actually, 2 rounds of those, she's made it in towards CT spawn. And HSG have got the same set of utility every single time. There's no variation currently that we're seeing. It's the opening kill being found by HSG because you've got Olga, who's incredibly sharp on her aim. Then they fall back. Then in the mid round, if they feel a little bit of pressure, it's a flashbang back through the smoke. It feels like that is the only protocol that HSG have got, and Imperial are exploiting it round after round after round. Sure.
Nice kill. Nice kill. Fortunately, it's a 1-for-1 and a similar situation in middle. That smoke not as thick as you'd have hoped if you're Anna. Well, lights out shot. Might as well give this a look in. You've got armor on these players that have now picked up rifles. What you're lacking is the kit. You do have smokes, or smoke, can throw. But you've got no way of dislodging Anna, and Anna famously pretty hard to deal with, even without with utility. So good luck when you can't make her move out a new box. Smoke goes to a position that nobody is in anyway, and it's a Zaz that swings for the kills. Xiaowu is stuck behind the Molotov. She's burning. She's running out of time. Can't even get out. Zaz just hides, knows that she's won this round. So Xiaowu, she'll do her best just to get away with the AK. She might just about manage.
Expertly done from Zaz. Not only in finding the opening kill, but then just taking up an angle where, if you look at that crossfire, it's really cool because Anna is holding to take the first swing and then she can fall back, and then Zaz is on that baited line over in CT where you can quickly swing it and take away someone, scaling first oranges. It's just these little tiny off angles that are still developed into crossfires for Imperial. That was the half buy, and HSG did achieve quite a lot with it. The fact that it's a 2v2, it should give them confidence. Straight rifles, another fight for Banana. This is so quick out of Zaz, and she's so fearless. But this time, the nades will catch up with them. Cat will trade, but it's Olga that does the damage. Oh, even with a third.
Yeah, it's already brought down low from the util. Easy enough for Olga to finish off. What a hold on Banana. Anna gets caught out trying to deal with the second player, but again, 23 has got the best of GFI. You know that she's pushing this long, finding this weakness. GFI just not being careful enough, and 23 is again solo taking this bomb site. Anna gets the kill on the Xiaowu, and for everything Olga did, it's all in vain. Unless she can convert a 1v2 for the ace clutch. Bomb planted. Would need to recover a kit from one of her teammates. Just find these kills. First player identified. Second, she knows planted the bomb. So Anna probably hanging out around. Incendiary not going to flush her out. They don't spread nearly as much as they did back in the day. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, maybe it doesn't matter. Olga's on fire. And that's an ace clutch to get the second round for HSG.
She's the only one that is providing anything for HSG. As soon as you said that, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's going to spread. it's unlucky.
How much HP did Anna have?
Like 50. It spread up. So it spread up the box right at the last second, and the more damage the molly does more damage, the later it ticks. And if you're in the middle of it. So where that landed, it was right in the middle and then it spread upwards. So it does the most amount of damage.
Oh, that's so unlucky for Anna. But yeah, I mean, well played from Olga.
That's a lifeline.
I thought at most, you know, it would tag her and she just had to fall off. But that she dies there is crazy.
That's the way back. I think Imperial have absolutely been made aware now of this long frailty. And the thing for HSG is you now got two players that are holding this, which is going to create more space on the other side of the map. For example, Cat jiggles apps. GFI's got to fall away. This is, again, one of these rounds where you can let the pistols try and just take all the crosshairs away. And then the rifles can do the heavy lifting. I think HSG have done a good job so far at just staving away this early pressure. It comes at a consequence. There's only one smoke left for the rest of the round.
Now Xiaowu at long. Well-timed incendiary. Not going to get the tick, but it is going to force Imperial back for a second. GFI rotates that orb to B. And it's the right call. It's the right call. Xiaowu is being told, you need to make sure that 23 doesn't walk through this smoke onto you. If I doubts herself, though, goes back. 20 seconds left. Imperial are running out of time. They have to commit through this smoke. They have no other options. Pushing through the flashbang to set them up, and it works out for the kill. But they have to get past all of these players, and they've managed to do it through the back lines. A critical kill onto Olga, who was playing defensive. GFI gets run down by the SMG, and Imperial, with seconds to spare, get in and get the bomb down.
Well worked from Zaz. That's the last thing you anticipate if you are HSG. The pop onto B, you know, or you think Surely they're not going to run through a CT smoke. There's 10 seconds left. I need to get the bomb down. They were so tunnel visioned in on one location, and that has been the story for HSG, all CT sides this series. They get so tunnel visioned and trapped onto one location. Imperial, they find a way to win. Zaz running through, wrapping ruins. That's the X factor Imperial needed. And you're at a juncture again, if you're HSG, where you're working with very little.
Wrap through coffins is devastating. That was HSG's round. The flashbang is all Imperial had to get through that smoke. A single flashbang. Maybe there was a second one, but the flashbang does so much work. Anna is really struggling to hold against the aggression of Imperial. And Olga doesn't even get a chance.
It feels like it's just Olga versus Imperial right now. And I want to see more proactiveness being taken from HSG over in second middle. Take apartments control. Have that space. Because then you can rely on that a lot more than just delegating all these players to now deal with 23. Because chances are she might go for it one more time in the half, but she'll just leave it now because she knows she's done her job. Here we go.
Very fast into the apartments. But yeah, Hazel does catch 23 by surprise. Cat's there. Get the trade, but it is costly. Saj just walks through a smoke. That's kind of crazy. The free rifle that can be picked up. Olga's very happy to upgrade from the 5.7 to an M4. Forces Imperial to A, and it is a 2-2 hold right now. Xiaowuri with that recovered AK going to be very important here. GFI just has the P250 of all pistols. She's forced off, and Xiaowuri just gets hard cleared. Tori donk peeks around the angle, crouch, kill. GFI though, with the P250, doubles up, and it's down to Anna. First is hers, 2 more to find, a repeat on the 1v3, but this time it's all fair in Love and War. HSG in the server, Anna no longer, and it falls to Olga, the deadliest fragger for HSG against the queen of the clutches herself, and it's Olga that hits the shot and wins out against Anna.
Yeah, again, Olga is dragging HSG, kicking and screaming through these rounds, but a lot of praise there has got to go to GFI. Because from default, with having a P250, finding 2 kills there, she goes above and beyond. Still gets dicey, still need to close it, but Olga proving to be reliable as ever. If they can recover this HSG, if they can finally win one of these rounds where they, in theory, should have the better weaponry and reset the economy, 6-6 from this position would be unbelievably good. And would give them reason to have hope again. I think what's interesting is HSG not once have pushed down Banana. They're always having these fights at half wall. I think Anna does her best work where she's fighting and contesting for Banana. She's dead, surely. Done for. Counter flash. Doesn't matter. Tori finds her with the Tech 9. Not again, Imperial.
Tori brought low. And Olga finishes the job. Just go A. Get your kill on Anna and then go back A. That should be the way that they play this. 23's just walking in constantly. She just walks in and gets kills. Takes your bomb site. GFI responds by realizing, okay, I don't want to contest 23, but maybe I can catch off this bomb on the rotate. GFI spots out Zaz, a little tickle, but has to be forced off. Anna reveals herself and the bomb. So it's still tricky for Imperial. 23 eventually dealt with. It has to be Zaz to try and help Anna out. She'll slide in. Smoke still present on long. Zaz lives with barely any HP. The difference in this clutch for HSG is you don't have Olga.
That angle's disgusting. The worrying and upsetting thing is actually watching that round if you're a HSG fan is they had all the info. 23 on site. You've seen Anna in boiler because she just peeked out, missed a shot on GFI. And GFI did damage on towards Zaz. You knew everything. You knew absolutely everything, and yet you still gave Imperial what they wanted. Individual gunfights. You could have just burrowed yourself in towards the back of site, set up a crossfire. You know that one's going to come in from long. You know that 23 is somewhere around pit. But no. Continue to fight because you feel like you can have the positional advantage. That doesn't always work too well against Imperial.
Why would G5 rock the Hero M4 here?
Because you've got to trust the process. And Olga can do that.
I don't know. She's just getting like a million kills. I think a lot of teams do this, but they won't give the player that's having the sick game the hero gun, or you know, they'll be on a Mac 10 when the AKs are on the IGL, and it's like, come on guys, you're not kidding yourselves. Like, just give the player that's having the pop-off game the best gun.
GFI is here. Soul M4 is on B.
Okay. Gonna need to do a lot with it. Anna, sorry, but you're bait this round. You're here to set up GFI. That's your job. Defensive smoke deployed as the bait. You get to hook in. Any kills? If she hadn't been brought so low against Cat, could have been something to be said. Although it might not have mattered because Anna with the AWP gets the kill, so disregard. Hazel? PT50 best Anna. This fight in Banana is everything. Jawu needs the timing. Zaz forced off, and Jawu wins it. AK to be picked up. 23 back in new box. And they know she can't be too many places. Hazel will scout her out, and the PT50 double up again from HSG. How do they pull off that retake?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's just Zaz whiffing in Banana, and then it's 23 not being able to convert on Hazel. That's a big let-off for HSG. And Imperial, they're not going to be feeling too happy about that one, but at least they've got 7 rounds already. That's the caveat. Thing is, HSG need all of these rounds. For Imperial, in a cruel way, it doesn't actually matter if they drop the ball on 1 or 2 of these. But they should have got the round. is the important takeaway.
Now we get some aggression. This won't be expected, especially with Hazel getting that first kill. Now GFI is known though. Deploys the defensive smoke to try and get out of dodge. She's escaped into underpass. But that's known now. How is she still getting around? Anna? Surely you knew. You had 2 players looking underpass for GFI, and yet she still catches Anna by surprise. Cat at least get something back. GFI continues to behind enemy lines. This is a messy round, but as you mentioned, Brandon, these are the rounds that HSG thrive in, and they are thriving indeed. It's Tori on the op. A different hand at the wheel for this clutch. First is hers, but bomb out of her grasp. Smoke will maybe allow her to pick that up. Olga very aware of this possibility. Tori doesn't quite get it. So instead she goes exploring. GFI, you gotta remember, is low, so the PT50 can definitely get this kill. And come down to the timing, and the crossfire is great. So HSG recover at the end for 5.
It gets a little bit chaotic towards the end there, and that means that HSG can recover that first half from what it potentially could have been. 7-5 is all well and good, but they need to win this pistol. They need to start strong on the T side, which they did do on Ancient. Inferno is a little bit of a different beast. Olga, she's one herself. Takes first contact. Nades, brilliant. Flashbang should set Anna up, and it does. Olga removed.
That's such a cool setup. I loved every bit of that. HSG's response is to pop out apps very quickly, and contact from Tori Long sets up 23 to swing. Can't quite get the hit though. Gets the reload off, but it's not going to matter. No chance to shoot any more shots. GFI gets the bomb into sight, so can secure the plant, and we do have a Molotov on Hazel. Although I think they hope to plant default to set that up. Regardless, bomb down in the 3-on-3.
No util for Imperial, so it's got to be contact. One player now known over towards Pit. And they are scaling in towards apartments. There goes the molly. That's good, because that burns seconds. And Zaz even isolated. This is now really tough for Imperial. How do you clear all of sight? How do you get rid of these players? There's the first objective. And now you can swing on towards Pit. But Anna's good for both. Imperial, they get a much needed wake-up call, because suddenly this game is one round in it.
Anna gets a much needed multi-kill after such a struggle in that first half. Just 2 kills, 3 in the first round. And this started so well. I was really enjoying what Imperial brought out in that pistol on B, right? It's a perfect little counterplay to a player jiggling. You fake it out, the HE lands on her head, and then the flashbang over, just everything is there to isolate that first kill. But HSG was so fast in the pop-out A that they were able to get the bomb down and get set up before the reinforcements arrived.
Yeah, good reactions out of HSG. Exactly what they needed. And now you got an eco. Want to get the guns out as soon as possible. They want to stop HSG from building any momentum. For HSG, it's about making sure that this round is not expensive and make as much money as you can with these Mac 10s. Hazel, oh, quick switches. And can't get the second kill currently. Oh dear. This is proving to be a little bit tricky.
It's fine. It's cool. Okay. Oh. Anna gets a Mackie. If she can get a little exit kill, then, you know, maybe she can do something, get some money. But I think with the positioning, I don't think she's going to find too much.
You got it over the line. That's the most important thing for HSG. Now we can start to see some of their game planning. Imperial will be on this full buy. There won't be an ult for Anna. If you get an SMG kill, that's another thing, but the time's too far gone. So 7 rounds each from what was going to be a really dominant first half for Imperial. HG have worked their way back. They've earned the right in the second half to call this evens after winning the pistol and having some really good reactions. Now it's the biggest test so far. It's all the guns coming out for Imperial. But you have got Olga, and she's the win condition. You said Olga Masterclass. We've got it. But now it needs to stick the landing for HSG.
Yeah, Imperial were 5-1 and 6-2. You know, they were in a really commanding position. So HSG have done well to bring this back. Interesting. So double up in apartments, including the bomb. We see this triple setup on B. Xiaowei does get a kill back after losing Olga. Not expecting that second player in Zaz to swing from the sandbag. So HSG now, they want to commit onto A. 23 drops the smoke just in time. So they can't get out. That was the way in. If Hazel gets that kill, they can then accelerate. They can then get going. Now Anna tucked into Porch, gets 1, almost 2. She's done her job. Anna on the other side will be sent to the other side, and Imperial take back the lead.
I'll tell you what, we did speak about sort of Cat and how good she is at Inferno. I think I've changed my mind. I think 23 is my favourite player to watch from Imperial on Inferno. Because she does her job spectacularly. That really small micro there, she's holding a pixel just to see these players come forward in towards apartments, drops the smoke, that isolates them. They don't have to push through a grey screen straight into her crosshair. She's always winning that fight. And that shuts down one dimension of that A hit for HSG, and it puts them straight into Ana. Fast play, up banana, everyone's blind, no one can see a damn thing. Still for Imperial, again, 2 players coming forward, but somehow, some way, it's HSG with the Tech-9s to overwhelm.
Molly as well. Perfectly timed, but Olga gets spammed out.
Why is she there, though? Like, why are you behind the car in the 2v2?
Yeah, especially when you just thrown that Molly and there's nothing Imperial can do but shoot. Jiawu throws another Molly. They charge through. Oh, straight into her. And 23 crouches under, and Jiawu not allowed to get to. Imperial overwhelmed, and they win out another one of these retakes.
Yeah, that's a nicer try, though, for HSG, because that's your half buy. That's just your Tech-9s. I think there's a Mac 10 thrown in the mix there as well. You get all the kills bar 1. You plant the bomb. And if Olga was in a different position, I think HSG are able to convert that. It's these after-plant mistakes being brought to the table yet again, laid bare for all to see by HSG. And I'm going to reiterate my sentiment once more. You can't do that against Imperial. It will not work.
I think that was a little more than just the half purchase, because they don't have the buy here, so I think they did invest quite a lot into that last round.
Oh yeah, sorry, no, of course that would have been like the first round loss bonus. My mistake.
Yeah, so
it's even worse then.
Imperial winning that out, and their money built up enough that they can still get all the weapons. Imperial's objective here is to keep this one clean. Don't let this one come down to a 1v1 or 1v2 or anything like this. Keep as many players alive as possible. And it starts affairs with a peek through long. Nice easy kill towards top middle. Meanwhile, Lettercook versus Stralis has gone to a map 3. Lettercook brought back second map, 13-4. Ana shows us what that AWP do. There'll be 1 casualty. So that's more than fine for Imperial.
They already had banana. That's the furthest a CT player has pushed in banana all game. And it was Zaz just sort of towards logs. And by that point, once you got that space, you know it's going to be this A play. Ana has to do some awesome flick shots. So they're just style points. It's double digits for Imperial. HSG. I hate to frame it like this, but it feels like it can be this round or bust. The game will escape you.
I'll go down to half initially. Not a player you want on the back foot. 23, getting active early. That's a freebie.
Brilliant. Oh, never mind. I thought she was good for at least 1 there. Utility felt very nice. But no. Zaz overwhelmed. Now Cat is on an island. Has the support of Ana. Needs that flashbang to be thrown ASAP. And the molly to prevent progression. Rotates are here for Imperial. But Cat hasn't seen anything. GFI starts to make her crawl. And that's an important one. Cat needed that fight, and that allows Ana on the line afterwards. It's all falling apart.
I'll go 1v4 with 48 HP. Ooh, that's a very clean first kill. But the problem is isolating any of these. Smoke helps. Trying to bait out a swing from somebody. I think 23 with the low HP is just going to lock it in a second. Yeah, Olga, too many angles to deal with. Really nice first kill, but not much to come from it. 11 for Imperial, and HSG broke. Not feeling grand.
And this proactiveness, this push in towards apartments, not once but twice from 23, this is all I was asking for in that first half for HSG, just as a reaction. It felt like they were doing the same things round after round, time and time again. And it just is a nerve settler. It's an opening kill. For HSG, it's a worrying feeling. A pop out top bracket. A move into the Tory. The spam does a lot of damage, but no kills connecting. But 23, yet again, she's always there. 2 kills, the rest of her team cannot help. So HSG are in the sight. But they need this retake to be a success story. After plant, rather. There's a lot of utility on this retake for Imperial. They're going to run through this smoke. That's bold.
Straight into that AWP. Hazel picks up off Anna. GFI Mac 10, not exactly the weapon for that range. And you know Imperial is certainly going to give this a go. At least waiting for a moment. A re-smoke. Hazel pops that HE. Flames not going to do the damage. And Hazel gets another. Zaz taken down from above. It's a fast play through short. 23 does her job, but Imperial can't find the other kills.
Yeah, that's the main thing. 23 gets a double up, but no one can reply and help. Tori does so much damage, but then isn't there to help on site. And Anna just gets overwhelmed by the pace. And this is better out of HSG because this is a call, again, off rip, out of spawn. Everyone's on the same page. Everyone knows where they want to go. 3, 2, 1, everyone goes. And then you've got the trade space in. And it's these rounds that have been so effective for HSG. And it surprises me that we don't get more of them. Damn. That's Olga on the AWP being dealt with by Zaz.
Serves you right. No, that's Olga is actually being quite punished on this B site early in Banana.
It's because they're taking it. We didn't see HSG take it once.
Yeah. Olga really wants to go for the fight, and when she's met by this many players, it's hard. Anna will get the kill back on Zaz, bursting around that corner. Cat smokes off, but she's the only one here. 3 Imperial players on the A bomb site. Cat needs to hold, and she swings out at the perfect time. Spray eludes her for the second, though. And that will give HSG that space.
I think you might save this to your Imperial. It's 11-8. You've got no money. You've got 23 on an MP9. You could go into Banana to get some rifles, potentially, but intent, I think, is clear from Imperial. They want to give it a go. There's no kit.
Might be one in Banana, perhaps. Surely they purchased one going into this round. Utility flies forward.
Yeah, it's on the
Molotov to
floor.
D-box. Picked up by 23 is that kit. Jiawu peeks over, sees Anna, but can't find the kill, and Anna will find her. Tori extends forward, but GFI's found the double R, make it a triple. A quad in total. A 3 in that post plant, and HSG deny Imperial.
What do you think there in that situation? Do you think that's right to go for that in that 3v3? So I think I would have preferred the save.
It's 3v3, you're 11-8 up. You've got a lot of utility. There's a kit on the way to the retake. You've got enough utility to smoke off both angles and Molly new box. I don't hate it. It's just that the smoke was the one that goes a bit deep. It wasn't like the one that lands a bit more pixel perfect that completely blocks it off. So GFI had that space to work with. So I don't hate the call. Yeah.
No, I get it, but at the same time, you won't have an AWP now on Anna at all. By the time you get in towards Banana to go for the retake, it's like 20 seconds. 23 is still finding kills, though. Again, the detriment is none of her teammates have been able to. She finds a second. A 2v3. This time, there's definitely no kits. Junior best Olga. There's a round on here.
1v9 for a 23 right now, the way she's playing. 26 and 12. It brought low. How does she make this one work? A GFI on the ult. She's going to reposition. Oh my lord, that was so scary to watch. Pluck's cut out, but 23 burns her down. The 1v1, the ace clutch, and 23 can't quite get it done. 79 points of damage to deny the ace clutch. So close, but so far.
And that was the eco, and now HSG can once again be right there with them. With Imperial, hang at the top, 11 rounds each. They take a timeout. Just to calm down. 30 seconds to breathe. 30 seconds to recenter and refocus. Inferno can be theirs, in theory. Trying to get by the eco. I can't believe 23 nearly wins this round single-handedly.
Can you imagine?
This is also, by the way, Olga, you mentioned about her being punished. I think she ended the half with 17 kills. And now it's 11 rounds plays 10, and she's only found like 4 or 5 in the second half.
Regardless, HSG are winning rounds, you know? Sure, they had that streak of L's, but that's now 3 in a row they've just posted. Despite the punish on Olga. It's going to be 4 in a row. She's got a stack of smokes to deny. They're going to do the classic. Drop a bunch of smokes at B, stack A, try and force HSG into a loaded bomb site.
All right. Let's see it then. Olga gets flashed. Around the corner, Cat starts dropping these smokes. There's no nades to even break the smoke, right? I think they're just going to go. This is definitely the right call. You know the util's not going to be there. Where's the molly? That will not exist in this round.
Yeah, they're just going to force their way through. Perfect call. It's the one counter. Cat calls that over saying, hey, yeah, well, didn't work. The $300 smoke did not, in fact, completely deny entry. But now you can do a lot of damage with these pistols. They can hold for exits. Maybe they just poke and prod a little bit. And I think HSG might even try and exit through CT instead.
It's just against USPs, but it's the perfect reads that they are making, which bodes well for the last couple of rounds. Imperial will try and run through because it's all about containment. It's about just trying to hold HSG in whilst the bomb explodes, but that's not going to happen.
No damage by those pistols
kills
at all.
Cook have taken the lead on that decided map against Astralis, 7-5 after they won the second map, 13-4. That decided is on Anubis as well.
Going to be a nail biter over there. Astralis with a late stage resurgence into the season after a rough start, but definitely get a win against Leto Cook. That would be a bit of an upset, really. Anna. Curious, that's down low, very low, and brought down to no. Olga, dead. Goodbye. Cat gets the trade.
One thing that we haven't mentioned yet is that this is Imperial, and they make you think, oh yeah, you're going to win the map, and then they just take it.
True.
We are at that juncture. 4v4, HSG have got banana. They've got apartments, but they don't have top middle. And that indicates to me that they currently don't really have a game plan of where they want to finish. Only a couple of flashbangs left in the round. They've got util to exec. They should just try and put a little bit of presence down. It looks like that's what Zhao Wu's trying to do over towards banana to force a reaction here out of Cat. Which doesn't drop the nades.
3 of them here. I feel like she wants them to commit.
I think this ends A.
Oh, Anna gets the kill. Now the smoke's dropped. They're expecting a pounce back behind her, but it's not coming. 23. It has been all 23, but now it's only her. The only one on A. She can win this round all by herself, but if she goes down for free, now it's a 3v3 with the bomb planted.
How did Hazel get there? Where did she come from? We'll have to watch that back. There's no util here. Of course you give this a go. If you're Imperial, nade lands on Hazel. Flash, dodge, swing out of GFI, will come forward. Cat, try to do as much damage. They've got all the info here, but the crossfire feels good for HSG. And now time is beginning to be a factor in this afterplant. Anna will deal with Tori, and the other Anna gets out of dodge. Map point gathered by HSG.
Well, look where we find ourselves. HSG wanting to force 3 against Imperial. The script, as I wrote it, going into this. Not the maps I thought would play out this way, but HSG delivering on Inferno. Much more so than the last 2 times these games played.
That's
yeah, it just comes out the apps.
On the minimap, it looked like she wasn't there. It looked like she was like by truck, which is why I got confused. But no, that makes a hell of a lot more sense.
All right, HSG, you've done the hard work. Can you close? Perhaps the hardest thing to ever do against Imperial.
Oh, no.
Goodbye, Olga.
She wasn't needed last round.
That's true, but at least she'd set up a first kill.
I don't think Imperial are going to move now. It's still got this jiggle between Cat and Zaz. Over on top Banana. HSG, you just go. You just group together, you exec. It feels like that's what they're doing, but you need to get by Anna.
Easier said than done. Multiplies in weight. 23 gets that first kill to Anna, and Anna strikes. 23, another. It's inevitable. It comes at you. No matter what you try. The Imperial OT. Hazel 1v4 to deny it. Can't get that first kill, so we keep on going.
Of course we do. We always knew this was happening. As soon as Olga falls, it's like, okay, wrap it up. See you next. 23 with 29 kills in reg to get that going. She does brilliantly again. It's the same nade set, but it just splits HSG in half when they come out the balcony, and they can't contend with one MP9. And that allows the space for Anna to kill the player that was setting up the utility. That's a really bold call to make if you're HSG, to go for an apps pop in the last round of play.
Olga's got to try something else. This banana play is not working. She can't keep giving over this opening death constantly. Well, they need to approach differently. There needs to be some sort of change up because, as it stands, hasn't been going well, but she does find what she's looking for. All of the space.
And that's big, and that's what's needed. And I like this idea for HSG. They're not complicating the mid rounds. They're trying to fight Imperial head on to where they think will be the path of least resistance. The flash, it's hollow. It doesn't get HSG to react. There is a rotation coming over. Anna is here, but the flash is so good that Zaz just gets overwhelmed. Counter from Anna sets up Cat. 2 crucial kills. Player advantage still with Imperial, and Cat finds one more on the way out. A 2v3, HSG might have got B, but holding on to it's always been the tricky bit.
How did Cat claw that third kill through? That's fantastic. Flames, great to force out GFI. She's doomed. They know she's here. She's low. She's alone. Back against the wall, and Anna puts her to the floor. Imperial get the first round in OT. Exactly what you'd expect.
And that is individual heroics bailing out Imperial, because HSG had the right read. They found the opening kill. They even put the molly on Cat. She still finds 3 kills. It's sickening. It's gross. It's Imperial in Imperial fashion. Dragging these rounds right away from you. Pulling the rug of Inferno right out from under HSG's feet. The pressure really is just on HSG to come back. You've got to remember that Ancient's already been won by Imperial. But it's another one of these series where Imperial have bled OT.
Hold space into the apartments. 2 players here. One of them's Anna, one of them's 23 though, so. Spooky scary. Oh, misses. Smoke's gonna be fading surely soon. 23 has to fall off. Reinforcements arriving. 23 doesn't need them. She needs nobody. Anna gets 1 GFI left to pick up the pieces. She has managed to get 2 kills and a double up in towards short. She knows they're both here. She gets that first kill, swaps to a second AK. And it's on to GFI. Can she make this work? Down to the 1v1 after finding 3. A tap on it. All suspects as on the reposition. GFI catches her. What a phenomenal clutch from the captain of HSG.
Yeah, and that is unbelievable from GFI. And as soon as 23 gets those first 2 kills, Anna follows up. You think round over, round done. And so do Imperial. They switch off and they give GFI the chance. And it is really impressive, these shots she hits, especially the third one on the player close. But in the 1v1, she plays Zaz like a fiddle and gives HSG a way back in. We had individual brilliance from Imperial. We've just got it out of HSG.
This time, Anna in the apartments, pushing forward, looking for Hazel very forward. You're not expecting an AWP on that angle. Scoots back in, but will fall off. Done her job. Now Tori, cheeky little up angle. That one's easy, almost a second. GFI just swings, and that's 23's cue to chime in for 2. Anna's not pulling off the 1v5, is she? No, surely not. Doesn't have the bomb. Tori throws util to make it harder. Everyone's here. Smoked off. Anna has managed to get herself some space. Zaz can contact, they can swing through the smoke. They just need to run her down. Don't give her the chances, and they won't. So Imperial will take 2 on the CT side.
And to be honest, look, the outside of the GFI heroics, it always felt like Imperial were going to win that out flawlessly because they were finding all these opening kills. They were adding variation, going deeper than just in regulation. Like Anna, for example, in towards the apartments this time. 23 is the one that's pushed up aggressively. And the off angle out of long. HSG just not prepared. You got to remember that this was Imperial that got 7 rounds on that T side to kickstart Inferno in the first place. So they get 2 on CT, where the troubles were brewing and looming. It was like they've now done the hard work. And the question and the baton of anxiety is now passed back to HSG.
And a moment to breathe. I don't know how this is going to go, but Imperial 2 on the CT feels like enough. Considering how the first half played out, where they did such good work on that T side. They should have set themselves up for enough. But anything can happen.
We are getting a little bit of aggression from HSG and Apps. It was only a nade. We still got GFI on the balcony. I think Imperial recognized, you got to remember that all the way back in this first half, it was 23 that was getting so much wiggle room out long. Apartments was never really contested either. She had so many of these rounds where she could do damage. Flashbang boosted, players set up, but the trades are supreme for Imperial. And GFI lies in wait in the pit, will get mollied off. And just so blind. Everyone's blind. But you can't get by them. And you can't get by Zaz as well, who's now just swapping weapons, laying down even more lead in towards Olga. This will be 15, and this will be convincing from Imperial.
I thought, to be honest, they were going to try and abuse B early with how much success they've found against Anna there, but I guess you've got to go into Olga's domain at that point, so don't even try it. Circumvent the troublemaker for the CTs. Even remove her at the end. Series point for Imperial. Such a close series, but again, it's HSG unable to get over that finishing line. Now they need to get 2 rounds in a row. Forces to OT again.
And they tried different things though. They tried the boost up. They tried pushing down Banana off the back of the contact coming through top brackets. That's the first time we've seen distinct variation out of this CT side, and it didn't work. And now you've got to be scratching your head thinking, well, what more? Now it is back to B. Now it is Zaz, but overwhelmed by flashbangs. That is Olga setting up Anna. And she's had a brilliant resurgence, actually. You talk about stat lines. Spoke about it on Ancient. Here on Inferno, it's Anna to get a lot more kills, make Banana feel a little bit more fortified.
Yeah, she had 2 kills in the first half. Ends regulation with a much more significant haul. #23, though, continues. That was maybe a little too much. Tori gets a kill back. It's 2 on 3. They have to go to B. They have to go to Olga. Can they get past her unscathed? That's the question. Smoke goes down. Olga's going to allow. Is she? Is she going to allow? Oh, that's bold. That's bold. You want to peek into Anna? You can't just do that try. She will take you down.
That's game losing, potentially.
Quite possibly. Anna's a new box. You've got kits, you've got HEs, you've got flashes, but you don't have the smokes, you don't have the mollies. Managed to get past that AWP on the first try. You've still got to deal with her. You still have to remove her. And Tori's taking down Zhao Wu. It's on to Hazel. HE does good damage, but it's not a killing blow, and Anna delivers hers. Imperial, it takes OT on map 2, but they'll take the series in 2.
And unfortunately for HSG, it's these small little micro mistakes that are coming back to bite them. But look at the progression that has been made. Because you could argue that either one of those maps should have gone HSG's way. In fact,